So the story that we're looking at today is AOC. Recently, this video caught her not wearing a mask. She's with a group, and she puts on her mask only for the photo and then takes it off. Let's take a look.
Let's take a quick photo so we can keep the pressure up so other colleagues can come out here, yeah? Great.
Is this your New York crew?
Oh, this is everybody, all right?
Boy, they're really socially distanced there, aren't they?
Yep.
No, you're fine.
Look how happy they are.
But you can't see their smiles.
1, 2, 3.
Everybody say whiskey. Whiskey.
Say dirty hypocrite on 3. 1, 2, 3. They clapping for themselves? Like I don't. Oh. She's a fraud.
Yeah.
Oh. She's a disgrace.
AOC is the queen of performative activism. And this is just another show of her virtue signaling. So my question for you is, are masks more of a statement than actually a necessity that we're seeing now?
To me, masks have been a statement for a long, long time. Maybe at the beginning it was a combination of them being a statement and some people thinking they were a necessity. At this point, I think the evidence is pretty clear that areas that have mask mandates are not experiencing vastly different COVID numbers than areas without mask mandates, especially among people who are fully vaccinated, as AOC I'm sure is, because all the Democrats are. So I'm sure she's fully vaccinated, and there is really no scientific evidence to prove that her wearing a mask is going to make it safer for her to walk around or be around other people than if she weren't wearing a mask. But it's for a while now, it's been about virtue signaling. When the mask mandates were first kind of pulled back, the CDC said you don't need to wear a mask if you're vaccinated anymore. We saw people on Twitter saying, I'm going to keep wearing a mask just because I want people to know that I care and I actually am not a COVID denier, so I'm going to keep wearing a mask, literally to virtue signal. And I think that that is the main reason that masks continue to be around today.
You talk about the difference between masked populations and unmasked populations. I really wish I had given production folks this graphic ahead of time. But if you graph out Sweden's case numbers and death numbers, and you overlay them with ours, Sweden never locked down. They never instituted a mask mandate. They have some mild restrictions now starting in July, but they never locked down. Almost every step of the way, they beat us as far as cases and deaths go. And they are less vaccinated than we are too.
Wow.
We have more proportionally more fully vaccinated people than they do. And so the comparison just could not be clearer to me. This is a population that never masked up, and they're perfectly fine. Now, as a friend of mine on Facebook pointed out, well, they're much healthier. Well, that's probably true. Also, good incentive to get healthy if you live in the United States.
Very true.
If you're engaging in a lifestyle that makes it more likely for you to die if you contract a fairly contagious disease, maybe stop doing that.
Yeah, get some help. And so this brings me to just recently, the CDC is starting to roll back on the guidelines that they had said. And now places in California and Las Vegas and Nevada are starting to mandate masks again. So all the different places that were mask-free now have masks again. So they're saying it's because of the Delta variant, but what makes this any different than previously? And also, is this a move in the right direction? And also, just me thinking about it, is people have had freedom to not wear masks. And personally, for me, I've really enjoyed it. I'm sure others have as well. Are people going to start complying after they have had this type of freedom?